Yo, what's going on, guys? Headed up to a town called Mountain Center, California. It's about an hour and a half outside of Palm Springs. I've been looking for a property for many years, and I think I just found it. They've got an acre listed up here for $14,000, and I liked it so much that I put a deposit on it without even looking at it in person. I've been doing a lot of research online on like Google Earth and all that stuff, and I made the deposit. I made my way out here last weekend with the intentions of marking the property boundaries, but I was an idiot and forgot to download offline maps on Onyx. So of course I got there and I didn't have any service and I was unable to do it. So I figured I'd bring you guys along with me this time, because there might be some of you guys that are looking to survey property but aren't necessarily looking to spend the money on a professional doing it. Now I will say Onyx is relatively accurate. There's a gentleman online that did a test. He had marked his boundaries, lived there for many years, and then later paid for the surveyor to come out, and it was within 2 feet, you know, which is pretty good, I'd say. So knowing that it could be plus or minus 2 feet, I'm just gonna temporarily mark my boundaries a bit, you know, inside, to know I am in fact on my property. Later, as time goes on, I'll pay to have a surveyor come out. The plan for this property is to essentially have a place to go and slowly build out. Just that in the event that I ever lose my job, I don't want to be stuck to having, you know, pay like campsite fees and all that stuff, or even just paying for a bunch of gas if I'm doing the stealth thing, because I'm constantly having to hop around. So yeah, the plan is to build a shed out here to where it's livable, and should times get rough, I have a spot to go. Property taxes on this place are only about $200 a year, so I've set up a system to where I've paid into some dividend paying stocks, and the estimated income matches what my property taxes are. So it should be kind of like a free flowing system, as long as I keep my money in the stocks and things go well. I don't have to pull it out. At any rate, let's go check it out. I'm about 10 minutes outside the property. It's off Highway 74, like I said, at 4,300 foot elevation. So nice breeze kicks up. You're not necessarily in the desert, you're above it, and you actually even get some snow up here, which is great. So you see a lot of lush greenery up here for this being considered a desert. So yeah, let's go check it out. All right, so we're pulling up to the entrance here. This is one of the main reasons I chose this spot, is just because how tucked away it is. I couldn't imagine people are gonna come over here and you know, rip through my neighborhood too much. So I think this is the turnout here. Yep, little dirt road. Boom. And there's a camera up here that one of the neighbors installed. Boom. So I'd imagine people are gonna hit that and be like, wait, I don't want to go up here, type of deal. So it is pretty steep. I'd say 25, 30 degree incline. I am in 2-wheel drive, so it's not like incredibly difficult. Now, as far as getting a trailer and RVs and stuff up here, it might be a little difficult, but getting blinded by the sun. We get up and over this ridge, boom, goes down into a draw, back up another huge hill. So kind of a lot of fun. A lot of greenery, as I mentioned. Still in 2-wheel, just gonna mash it. I do want to lay some gravel here, just so it doesn't get washed out by the rain. Now, one good thing that I have going for me is that it is gonna sprinkle on Sunday. So I plan on camping up here, just doing some visualizing and stuff like that. But I also do want to check out where this water's running to make sure it's not pooling up in my section. Now, a great discovery last time I came out here were these power lines. These were just installed. So I don't even know if the property owner that listed it even knows about this amenity. He lives out in Kansas. So, and on the maps, these are not visible. So this is the property here. I'll get out and park my truck and we can kind of look around. All right, guys, so this is the property here. It's actually the next day. It's having some trouble with the Onyx app since I'm offline. The GPS little beacon, the blue beacon that tells you where you're at, was kind of floating around. So I was actually on my first pass. I placed a bunch of flags outside of the border, but I've gone through over the last 24 hours and done like 4 or 5 passes, and I keep running into the same flags, so that's great. If you can see my truck there, property starts about right there at that tree, works its way through this draw, through this flat section here, through this tree to this flag here, and works its way to this little, rock feature, which is really nice. There's a lot of rocks everywhere throughout this property, and it's actually one of the main reasons I want it, which sounds crazy, but dirt is a hell of a lot cheaper to buy than rocks are, right? So I want to be able to gather these up, make fire pits, make walkways. If you look closely at the ground itself, let me see if I can find a good section. There's a lot of like pea gravel in there. A lot of the properties like this. So there's dirt, but also these little rocks. So it's basically gravel. And I hope to screen some of that out to use it. Ton of cactus, which kind of sucks. But actually the good thing about it is that you can tear these pads off and transplant them. Pot them, plant them somewhere else. So I intend on clearing these fields and actually replanting them at the perimeter of the property to basically act as a natural fence, which is also going to be complemented by a barbed wire fence. This is the back section here. God, I'm at elevation and I smoke, so I'm like breathing through a straw right now. Forgive the wind too. Sorry about that. I know it's probably annoying. But at any rate, this is the back left section of the property. I've laid some dead trees there to indicate the border. I really like it because it's somewhat flat. And again, I want to gather some of these rocks, probably do a little fire pit there with a nice view. I was here all throughout the day, and this section here has shade in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. So I'll probably put like a little picnic table back here. I just really like all the rock features. I'm going to say that a million times throughout this video, but boom. So we work our way back to the back right corner of the property. There's a lot of little just sections to get away, and I want to build probably a shed up here that overlooks this view here. Boom. Wake up to that every morning. That'd be nice. Another cool thing is that I see some pinyon pine trees over here, which I know the Native Americans would pick pine nuts off those. So I can't wait until those start sprouting. Some of these cactus actually sprout pears, and a lot of them do flowers too, which is pretty cool. Works its way back down through here. I want to put another shed back here just because it's kind of tucked away. Boom. Right here. And the view for that one will be this. Waking up. And as we work our way, we're basically in the middle of the property right now. So have this whole flat section, kind of works its way over. There's more rocks. What do you guys think about this? That's probably why the property is so low. But again, I'm not building a house here. I'm just building little sheds, which I really just like the natural features. But for 14 grand, it was about 10 grand cheaper than all the neighboring properties. This is all me right here. Nice little courtyard section. Places to kind of tuck away and be like a stealth if I'd like to in the beginning. Do like a little tiny camp anywhere on this property, really. Let's see here. Which way do I want to go? That goes out to the road. So that's all me. Try to find the left border again. Ton of dead trees around here, which is going to be great also, just because I want to line the pathways like on both sides with just random shit to distinguish what pathways are. And then once I'm done with that, I'll just be able to burn all that shit too. I think this is all me as well. Yep, those are flags indicating the property boundary there. There's a little like a walkway back here, which I like as an entrance. So boom. This is the front right of the property. I want to probably line this up with some rocks and make a little pathway. Now I've bought these plastic posts that I put signs on. I don't have videos on video surveillance, but I figured that would deter maybe a couple more people. As far as amenities go, 2 minutes down the road, there's a campsite that I can pay $4 a night and fill my water tanks. It's got a well. So that's a huge value add, considering I have to haul water. If I go 5 minutes down the road, there's a gas station, which sells, obviously food, water, gasoline, and also propane, which is great. If I keep working my way down the road, about, I'd say 35 minutes, I go into Palm Desert, which has every amenity that Los Angeles has. Starbucks, Walmart, fucking Home Depot, Lowe's, Harbor Freight, you name it. At any rate, I went down to the store. I picked up a shovel and a bow saw for $25, and I cut this out this morning. It took me about 30 minutes, which was actually pretty awesome. It was like inspiring because I was like, oh shit, for that little of time I could transform, property to be useful for me. So at any rate, I kind of got a little energy boost off that. But what are you guys' thoughts? Would you guys spend for, $14,000 on a property like this, considering all the amenities I just listed? Comment down below. Thanks for watching.
A woman and the kids and the dogs and me. I got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can survive.